Hola, clase. Mr. Cappy here, going over phase 3 of your final project. So as of now, you've already created your website, decorated up real nice, created a Review A page on it, and you've added the flashcards on the left side and the match game on the right side. So for phase 3, we're going to add a set of notes in here showing people how to conjugate verbs. So what we need to do is we need to go into Google Slides, and we're going to create a slides presentation. You can pick a theme or a background and call it Conjugating Verbs. I should look a little something like this here. Get a nice little background, make it look nice. All right, on the second slide, what you're going to do is you're going to list the 5 verb forms that we've talked about. That's yo, to, the LAF form, nosotros, ellos, and ellas. And again, when you look at the end of it, should look something like this. Label it verb forms. Tell me what each one means. Yo is I, to is you, el and ella means he or she and it, nosotros is we, and ellos and ellas means they. All right, include all that information in there. On the third slide, you're going to choose one of the verbs from your flashcards. It's got to be a verb that you picked on the flashcards, and you'll put it in there. You'll write the verb at the top, and you'll write the 5 versions of it. All right, remember, the yo form usually ends with an O. The to form ends with an AS or an ES, A, AMOS, AN, the usual one. The ones with ER verbs usually end with an E, and there are some irregulars in there you got to watch out for too. So on the third slide, you pick one of your verbs and you put all 5 versions of it. On the fourth slide, you pick a different verb. I picked the irregular verb ir that we did to say to go places. And that was voy, vas, va, vamos, and van. And I have all those in there as well. If you need some help, we have packets available that can help you find that stuff as well. Or you can look it up online too. All right, the 5th slide is a little more complicated. So on the 5th slide, you're going to put 2 different examples of each of the 2 verbs used in a sentence using some vocab that we know. So the first sentence should be a yo sentence, meaning I do something with one of the 2 verbs. The second one should be a to one, meaning you do it with one of the 2 verbs. The third one should be a he or a she, or you could put a person's name in there to say that he or she does something. And the fourth one should be a they one, an eos or an as, or you could put multiple people's names in there. All right. Again, in my example, you see here that I did that. On the left side here, I put yo hablo con amigos, tu vas a casa, Marco habla español, and mis amigos van a la escuela. You notice I did an I one with the verb hablar, a tu one with the verb ir, an el one with Marco here for habla, and an ellos one here with the verb ir. So 2 of each. And then on the right side, what you're going to do is create another text box. And in this text box, just write the answers to each one of these translations. So that means I talk with friends. Tu vas a casa means you go home. Marco habla español means Marco speaks Spanish. And mis amigos van a escuela means my friends go to school. Come up with your own examples on the left side. And on the right side, put these. The last thing you want to do then, after you do that, is click on the box, click Insert, and click Animation. And over here on the right side, you will see an animation bar. You want it to say appear, and you want to make sure you check the by paragraph. That way each one will come up separately. And you can press the play button to check it afterwards to make sure it works right. It should work just like this. So when I press play, you'll see that all of my choices are on the left side, and as I click, it'll add the answers. So tu vas a casa, click, you go home. Marco habla español, click, Marco speaks Spanish, and finally, mis amigos van a escuela, click, my friends go to school. All right, once you have all that done, then the last thing to do before putting it on the website is you need to make sure that you share it. So we go up to the share button in the upper corner, and we should make it either public, or you can do Rochester City School District for the general access down here. Whichever one you choose, it doesn't matter. I make all of mine public. Hit done. And the final step is to put it on our website. So we'll go back to our review website again. We'll go back to Review A, make sure that we're on that page. We have our 2 flashcards. Now we're going to add to the bottom here. We're going to insert, and this time we're going to insert from Drive because that's where we made it. And we can click on the recent one here, and it'll show me the work I just did. There's my main verbs notes, and I can insert it right from here. You can resize it. You can make it real big. You can make it half size again like before. You can do whatever you want. And again, we've got that option over here to change the section color background, make it a color, or pick images out to decorate it with. Whatever you decide is what you decide, and it's completely up to you for that part. All right, guys, good luck on phase 3. See you again for phase 4.